Hey there, it's Stacy with Nutrition Jobs. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to talk about work journaling and keeping a work journal. I want to share with you why you should keep a work journal, what are the benefits, and how to actually do that, but also what you should be including in your work journal. So first of all, I'm going to start off by saying what a work journal is not. A work journal is not where you talk about what your to-do list is for the day, or who you want to talk to for the day, what committees you want to make sure you get there on time for. It is not about what you had for lunch at work either. It is also not where you parked your car, just to remind yourself. So you don't want to journal about that kind of stuff. A work journal is something very specific, and it's specific to what your work wins are, your success, so that you can document those and keep a system and a habit for documenting all that occurs at work that counts as a success. So you know that feeling when you have a performance evaluation coming up in 3 months or 1 month, and you're starting to scramble and trying to think about all the things that you did in the past year or in the past 6 months, all the major accomplishments that you've had, all of the successes that you've had, all of the achievements you've accomplished during that time period over a year or 6 months if you have biannual performance evaluations. So this is a habit that you can keep on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, where you're keeping a journal of your work successes. So this can really help you to state what your value is during a meeting with your boss or with a client if they're looking to see what work you've done over the last 6 months, 3 months, or 1 month. It's a way to have some metrics showing what successes they have had as a result of you being on board. Same with your boss. If you're working for somebody or working at a company, it's a way for you to show what your value is in a quantifiable way and talking about all of the benefits and why it is that you deserve to have a pay increase, or that you can increase your rate, or that you can at least maintain your rate or keep that client ongoing. So number one, you want to document nice things that people say about you. So these are just compliments. These are positive things that people have said about you. You want to keep them not just in your heart, but actually written down so that you have a list of them. In particular, words that come from your boss or from your client connection, your client liaison, those are really important. And just keep either a mental note of them or write them down weekly, daily, however it is that you like, the frequency that you like to keep your work journal. The other thing you want to document is obviously your work accomplishments for the day, for the week, for the month, whatever it might be. The big accomplishments, the maxis, and also the littles, the minis. All of those things add up to successes that you want to make sure are documented and that you don't forget about them. So much can go on in a year, and you just want to be able to rely on what you've documented and be able to pull that. Tip number 3, to document the struggles that you've had over a day, over a week, over a month, whatever that might be, struggles that you've had, those challenges, and then how you overcame them. Everyone's going to have struggles. Everyone's going to have obstacles. Everyone's going to have challenges. It might be with your own department. It might be a bigger departmental issue. It might have been a struggle with something you worked on with your client, but how you have worked through that, what you learned and how you recovered from that shows your problem-solving skills, shows your teamwork skills perhaps, shows your critical thinking skills, and it helps you move on to the next phase to be more successful in the future with that experience behind you then. So document what those struggles were and what you did to overcome those struggles. Then the last thing you want to do is, of course, have a big red bubble for all of the amazing work successes that you have accomplished. And those come from, again, nice things people said about you, also the successes that you've had, your accomplishments, and then also any sort of struggles that you came over. So that all gets distilled into then these quantifiable work successes. So those are the things that you're then going to present to your client or to your boss or if you're going to have a brag sheet or a success circle where you talk about what the problem was and what task needed to be taken, and then what your action was, and then of course what the outcome was. So that's a sort of a story circle, or what success that you've had. So that's a work journal. I would love to see any completed work journals that you have. I mentioned resumes in this video. I have a course on how to create a standout dietetic resume. I've got a mini and a maxi. So if you want to spend a little bit of time, make some huge changes to your resume, have a beautiful one overnight, I've got the mini. If you want to take a more comprehensive overhaul of your resume, it might take like a weekend to work through, then that's the one I would recommend too. And then of course, we always have the course on LinkedIn, how to create an all-star LinkedIn profile. So we've got lots of choices to make you stand out, to make you make more money as a dietitian, to really improve your professional opportunities. So thank you so much.